Ahoy! This is Comic Book Hunter, and also known as just Hunter. And I guess that's it.
Sorry. Hello there, I'm Mr. The Flash. I was waiting for Sean to go. For some reason, I was like watching the podcast. Hello there, I'm Mr. The Flash. You can call me JD.
And my name's Jason Todd, the Red Hood. And these two, right. That's Comic Book Hunter, and that is History of the Flash. And together, we're a hero story.
I didn't get the reference.
Scott Lobdell, every issue.
JD just got up and ran. You really scared him there. Welcome to a hero story. He got his glasses.
Sorry, that's on the other side of the room.
That's a great costume, JD. This is the Halloween episode.
We're all by day, I'm Clark Kent, but by night, I'm Super Italian.
Yeah, it would have worked a lot better if you had the glasses on at the beginning.
I know. I just realized they were on the other side. I actually wanted to wear them for the episode, but I forgot they were on the other side of the room.
Yeah, we Sean this morning before
actually local comic Sean
before recording this episode. Well, even this morning, actually, pretty early. He's just like, "Hey, Halloween's this weekend. We dressing up?" And I'm like, "All right." And JD didn't reply.
I don't do Halloween. I haven't dressed up since like I was 14.
What were you when you were 14? Out of curiosity.
Robin.
Nice.
Oh my God.
But it's literally like, because I'm the most low effort Halloween guy. Like, if I can't do the costume in jeans, I don't want to do it. So it's like me in jeans and a Robin t-shirt with like a little Robin mask.
Okay.
That was me at every New York Comic Con. Like anytime I would dress up, I'm like, let's see. Red Hood, so simple jeans and jacket. Oh my God, can this stop giving me notifications? And then the most
popular over here.
The most I ever did was Matt Murdock, season 3 Daredevil. I did like the ropes and everything.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that. I saw that on the news, I think, on CBR.
Oh my God, there's no way. Could you imagine if that was covered a full circle moment?
Daredevil cosplayer steals hearts.
Oh my God.
It's just you smiling.
God.
This is a hero story, which is usually a comic book podcast where we talk all things comics that happened within the past week, from comic book news to comic book movie stuff to fan trailers and to comics of the week. This week's comics that we're reviewing are The Amazing Spider-Man number 77, I think, 77, 78.
I didn't read it.
Okay. Robin number 7. What else did I read? Daredevil.
Wow,
35. I don't have the issues on me right now. I forgot they're in my bag. But yeah,
just web them to you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not wearing my web shooters. That's
unless you're talking about Spider-Man, you can just shoot him out of your butthole.
Did you read Wonder Girl?
I know it's out. I didn't read it. I didn't
read it either. Cool.
Okay, good. I've heard great things.
Maybe you and I are not so different.
JD, did you read anything this week?
Take a guess.
I'm guessing you read Daredevil at least, right?
Okay, so story time. About 20 minutes ago, I was in a Target on the phone with Drew, and I'm going through my grocery shopping, and he asked me about the podcast, and I was like, yeah, we're recording tomorrow at like 7:45, and he's like tomorrow's Friday, and I was like, no, tomorrow's Thursday, and I was like, oh shit, today's Thursday. So I'm like, oh, time to go home from Target. So I packed up my groceries, came home, and I was like, I forgot I thought today was Wednesday, so I've been living a backwards day all day. I'm very tired.
My God.
Fair enough. That's happened to me before, but not to the point where it's like, what is it, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock? Just realized.
I just pulled up my polls. Did we say Robin?
Yeah, I said Robin.
And Task Force Z?
I didn't get a chance to read it.
I read it.
I'm curious. I was actually planning on reading that, but my shop didn't have any left. So I was like, okay. not a big issue.
It's more Red Hood content.
Yeah.
Plus zombies.
He's your favorite Robin, isn't he?
No, he's not my favorite Robin.
Okay.
Because let's be honest, he's not good as Robin.
I mean, like, out of all the Robins in general as characters, is he your favorite?
Yeah, I love Red Hood.
I'm sorry to hear that. We'll head right into the news of the week. Or I guess, did you guys want to talk about Lotus?
We can talk Lotus. I watched the trailer.
JD, did you watch the trailer?
I did watch the trailer. All right, give me a little bit of fucking credit.
Gavin was on the podcast when this was first announced,
and now we'll never have him back because he's too famous.
Yeah, he really is. John Watts, director of all the MCU Spider-Man movies,
that was nuts.
Messaged him about it, saying, "Great job! That's insane! Great job, Gavin! Like that's amazing."
John Watts reaches out to him. Hey, you want to help me direct Fantastic Four?
Hey, you just want to take this movie from me?
What you guys think in general? Spider-Man Blue.
Again, I'm a 21-year-old. Gavin's what?
Gavin's
just out of high
school.
Just out of high school.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
Yeah, Gavin's trailer. Since the three of us know Gavin, it made us all super sad.
Dude, I'm drinking a Sam Adams right now. Gavin can't. And he's directing a movie that looks phenomenal.
I'm dressed as Spider-Man. Gavin can't. He's not old enough yet.
He's frozen. We're back.
It does look amazing. Like, it's Spider-Man Blue. JD was actually the person that got me to read Spider-Man Blue a few years back. He's just like, I read it every Valentine's Day. And I'm like, wow, it must be pretty emotional then. That's how you got me to read it. And here we are, tape recorder and everything. It's actually happening.
Well, also, it's an adapting another storyline.
Wait, who got
right?
you to read Spider-Man Blue?
You.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I recommend that to everyone, but I didn't realize I recommended it to you.
You recommended it to me.
Because
I think I
you
talked about
it.
Spider-Man recommendations.
Because you said that you read it every Valentine's Day on the podcast. On Valentine's Day, I read the first issue, got distracted, and then never went back. And I was like, oh, I didn't.
That's a Valentine's Day wasted. What are you supposed to do? Like, go meet a woman or something, or fall in love? No.
Spider-Man cry yourself to sleep.
I have this great screenshot of Caleb. I don't even remember what the context was, but he goes in our group chat. He goes, "That's all just background noise. Girls don't matter. Only comics."
Oh my god.
Just no context. Yeah, it's Spider-Man Blue. It's about for those who don't know, just Peter Parker talking in a tape recorder, remembering Gwen Stacy's life years after she's been dead. And every Valentine's Day he talks on this tape recorder and just talks about how he misses her. And it's very sad. So this is one of the comics that kind of inspired Gavin to make this movie. And for a fan-made movie, this looks amazing. Just for a movie.
It's very well shot. I'm very
cinematography on point. Anything you guys want to add?
I don't know if this is a compliment or an insult, but I was kind of like, wow, this feels like the Zack Snyder of Lotus. Like the way it's filmed, the sad music in the trailer. I'm like, oh my god, this is high production.
It's not your regular Spider-Man, or I guess your modern day Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
Yeah,
I think it looks pretty good, and I'm excited to see like the Blue influence and Kid Who Collects Spider-Man, which is like one of the best Spider-Man single issues of all time, which is super cool. But I think it should end up being really good. I think Gavin, I've talked to him a lot about Spider-Man, like in DMs and shit. Like he just has a great understanding of the character and everything that character means. So I think you're definitely going to get a good emotional story, which is something that we don't necessarily see that much in comic book media. So.
Especially Spider-Man nowadays.
And with that, I'll be eating this ice cream for the next 2 minutes.
Awesome. Looking forward to watching you do that. Yeah, great job, Gavin. Looking forward to it. I think we all backed it, so we'll be seeing it soon, and maybe we'll talk about it on the podcast when it's out. News of the week.
Wait, I have a question. Have you ever watched any other like fan-made like movies or shows or anything? Like
I've watched like
shit on YouTube.
Yeah, but like the ones that are like 11 minutes long. Never like a full-length movie.
I watched I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's this YouTube channel, like Ismahawk, Nightwing. Bro, that shit was
watch that.
Fire.
Jason Todd does show up in that, right? Like at the very end.
Yeah, at the end he like teased it, but then he wasn't allowed to do a season 2 because Warner Brothers was like, "Fuck you."
Really?
But, like,
whoa.
Yeah, Warner Brothers crashed down on him. They said you can keep what you have, but you can't make any more. Because like he set up like a whole season 2. Like he had Dick and Bab set up, Dick and Bruce's relationship. He did like Deathstroke as a villain. If you're ever bored and you got time to kill or you want to watch something cool, Ismahawk Nightwing, fucking badass. It's like 5 little like mini episodes, like very well done. I mean, granted,
I watched that. I
was like 14 years old, and Nightwing was my favorite like superhero, and I was like, this is badass. But I think it still lives to the hype.
Okay.
What
I've never seen.
There's a YouTube channel that does like really well like versus videos.
Pat in the Sun or something.
That's it. Yeah. I've seen those. In terms of other fan-made stuff, I've seen those too. I think that's all I really watched. It was Ismahawk and it was Bat in the Sun.
Are you cold on?
Yeah, I am. It's October, and I'm in
He's
Canada.
Right,
Andrew
the month of
Garfield.
Thanksgiving if you're Canadian and wrong.
I wake up every morning. I leave the house at like 7:20 a.m. and there's frost everywhere. And it's like -7 out. Ugh.
He's Andrew Garfield
Celsius.
in that scene from Amazing Spider-Man 2 where he's like buying like
Yeah.
allergy medication or whatever
Oh,
with
yeah,
like the
just-
hat on.
Yeah. I'm putting it over the headphones so it looks like my head's really big, but it'll work. Here, I got my coffee here. Okay.
Starbucks. Whoa, you're cheating on Timmy's?
I know my girlfriend really likes Starbucks, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get it.
For shame.
I know. I had Timmy's twice.
I'm taking away your Canadian citizenship. You're now a Seattle citizen.
I don't
That's where
want that.
Starbucks is from.
Oh my god.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
Okay.
So Starbucks was created. I don't know.
A king needs to know these things.
On to news of the week. The other Spider-Man movie coming out, No Way Home, they had an entertainment article. There was a variant cover for the article where it shows Sandman's fist, just like a little cartoon Sandman fist, kind of confirming Sandman, along with like.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so it's like an artist rendition. It's a variant cover.
I thought you were going to talk about the picture where Spider-Man's running away and for some reason the internet like flamed the fuck out of it.
We'll get to that. It's essentially it shows like little cartoons of like Doc Ock's arms, Green Goblin's bombs. You see a bunch of Spider-Man heads, the same head. It's not like any certain Spider-Man. And you see Sandman's fist as well. So basically confirm Sandman in the movie.
That came out today, the Empire article. Did anybody have a chance to read it? I didn't.
Yeah, a lot of people were taking it out of context.
Oh,
I read it. The interviewer asked, are there other villains showing up? And the director, John Watts, said, well, you know, Electro, Sandman, Lizard, a lot of people are talking about them, but those are just rumors, keep in mind. And a lot of people are just taking the fact that he mentioned them and saying, oh, it's confirmed. IGN even posted it's confirmed when he literally said it's a rumor. Granted, we all know what's going to happen, but not really.
Did you go to that IGN comment section to gatekeep and be like, you've never read Fear Itself?
Of course I did. Yes. I take Sebastian Stan and everything. Of course I did. Yeah, not really any information was made from the article, but we did get some images, good and terrible. The one of Spider-Man running away, that there's a lot of people getting excited over it. I get that it's like finally some pictures of Spider-Man, but why would they use that picture?
It's so funny. It's
someone did a side by side with Toby running away from Green Goblin when he's like shooting the thing at him.
Yeah.
Like, and the best part is that photo's probably even taken out of context, where it's probably like Peter running up to do a flip or something, but instead it looks like he's running from Doc Ock out of pure terror.
And you zoom in and Doc Ock's like scary CGI like body and face. It's like, why would they use that image? The other image came out like today where it shows like the arms wrapped around Spider-Man and like the claw on the head. That's a good one.
Did you see when Tom Holland posts that?
Yeah.
He's like, absolutely no CGI.
Yeah. It's all method acting. Like, that's a good image. But the one of him running, there's also a image in the article of just Doc Ock kind of zoomed up close to him. His arms have red and gold on it. So a lot of people are thinking that he.
I already know where this is going. Shut up.
You want to say where it's going?
Where's it going, Sean?
Yeah, no, I'm curious.
Another villain that Tony Stark created.
No, a lot of people are thinking that he like rips the nanotech off of the Iron Spider suit and it goes into the arms.
Oh, that's way cooler.
Because there's just bits of red and gold on it. So, you know.
I for sure thought it was going the route of Alfred Molina shows up in Tom Holland's universe and everybody's thinking he's just going to rock up and be like, I'm here because Tony Stark on my earth.
Oh, that's going to be every Spider-Man movie coming. Venom appears in the MCU. Is like, where's Tony Stark?
Just wait until John Watts' Fantastic Four, where Doctor Doom was actually created because Tony accidentally bombed like Latveria or something.
No,
I could see that happening. What was it? What was the missile's name? Jericho? The Jericho
Yeah,
missile?
it accidentally hit Latveria and that created Doctor Doom.
Oh no.
Yep.
I could see it happening too. That's the sad thing. Because they're gonna want to do a lot of MCU references, Fantastic Four in the MCU now. But Moving on with news. Miss Marvel got a poster, an official like Walmart poster, and basically confirms that she has Green Lantern's power instead of the big fist. Did you guys see that?
Which you talked about that rumor like so long ago, and then once we found out it was Grace Randolph, we're like that can't be true.
Yeah, now there's a poster and it shows like the little bracelet on her arm shooting out like a big kind of pink fist. It's like,
Yeah, so
man.
I guess the idea is that it's the embiggen power, but instead of her fist growing, it's gonna be like Green Lantern style.
Yep.
Which is like, is she gonna be able to
day.
make other things or just fists?
I hope it's just fists. Because if it's other things, that's straight up copying Green Lantern. Like, and then for a character that doesn't have those powers at all, and like, is she going to be inhuman in this? Is she going to have powers, or is it just going to be the bracelet?
A lot of questions.
I mean, we don't have like we have the behind the scenes teaser from over a year ago almost, but we don't have an official trailer yet, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I like Miss Marvel, how just her limbs grow big, and it's tough. It's weird, but it's a comic book character. It's all right. I feel like they just did this to make her different from Mr. Fantastic.
Remember Inhumans was supposed to be a movie?
Yeah. I was actually kind of looking forward to it as well.
That was supposed to be a phase 3 movie in between Infinity War and Endgame.
Was it in between the two?
Yep.
Then became
it was supposed to come out. It was supposed to be Infinity War, Captain Marvel, Inhumans, and then Endgame, I believe. And this was back when they were still named Infinity War Part 1 and 2. So, yeah.
I remember that. Now we have Eternals, which I guess we could talk about that. Eternals reviews, good, but for the MCU standards, very low.
Well, it's also getting review bombed from what I understand.
Yeah, that's true. But from official critics, yeah, quite different. And although there are some people that I remember one quote that a lot of people were talking about on Reddit was one person said, "This is the greatest MCU movie since Shang-Chi." Like Shang-Chi just released. So yeah.
Man, they must have really loved Shang-Chi.
Yeah, they're just like,
it's a beautiful movie, but you must have really liked that.
We'll be talking about that next week too, Eternals. I can't believe that's like a week away.
That's next. Oh God, that's next week.
I'm not fully excited, but I'm expecting to enjoy it.
See, this is a movie. I don't know the Eternals. I have no connection to the Eternals. I'm going to go into the movie literally blind. Well, actually not blind now, because now I know the stupid spoiler. Thanks, TikTok.
You didn't read the Eternal expert Hunter Murray's post on who the Eternals are after he read 3 issues of the Eternals lifetime?
Yeah, the modern Eternals, right?
Are?
I've read like 25
Thanos' thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But now, can we talk that spoiler? Can we give the spoiler warning?
Harry fucking Styles? Why?
As arrows.
So
Harry Styles. A lot of people are just reporting this as news. Harry Styles is supposedly going to be in the movie as Thanos' brother, who is a hero called Star Fox. I've only ever read him in Infinity Gauntlet. And he like in that Thanos has the Infinity Stones and makes it so he doesn't have a mouth, so he could shut up.
In Infinity Gauntlet is one of the first trades I ever read. And
okay. So you're a big Harry Styles fan. I mean,
a big Harry Styles fan. Loved him ever since One Direction. I mean, that's what makes you beautiful. Like, I still jam out to that.
I would say that it is the story of your life that you ended up seeing that spoiler.
I don't get it.
It's a One Direction song called "Story of Your Life," but now that I have to explain it, it's not funny.
I didn't get that at all. That went.
It's a little funny now.
And now I have to admit that I knew it, the name of a One Direction song. God damn it, Sean.
But the only stories with arrows that I've read are Infinity Gauntlet and then Donny Cates' Guardians of the Galaxy. And in terms of arrows, those are like not his shining moments in comics. Because you're about to read Guardians, right? By Donny Cates, Hunter?
Well, I was going to, and then Tyler messaged me being like, no, start here. And now I'm like several years back. So.
All right. So can I spoil it for you?
You could say some things, yeah.
All right. So like in Infinity Gauntlet, you have him with his mouth like literally erased, and he's just like there to watch Thanos is crazy. In This is gonna be a big spoiler.
Then don't say it, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but like, if you've read that, you're gonna be like, that's not his greatest story either, because of what happens to him.
He's not I mean, I'm sure he has fans out there. Apparently his suit in Eternals is going to be just like the Eternals suits, with like the big circles and kind of the alien like design, except it's just going to be red, just completely red.
I have so many questions now with like, what are they just going to meet up in a bar and it's going to be like, yeah, you know, my brother tried to kill half the universe and succeeded for about 5 years.
I can't tell if you're being Harry Styles or like a slightly smaller Thor.
I was getting Thor vibes from the
yeah.
Another.
I was getting a bit of Thor vibes there. Next bit of news. During an interview for the French Dispatch, Bill Murray just casually said that he's in Ant-Man.
I love Bill Murray so much.
The interviewer asked her, like, "Do you have any other movies that you're doing this year?" He's like, "Oh, just filmed Ant-Man 3. Oh, pretty good." So he basically just said that he explained that he now knows what it's like to be in a Marvel movie and that he wouldn't do it again.
Oh my god. I will say, I not comic related, the highlight of New York Comic-Con for me was going to the Ghostbusters panel, and director Jason Reitman goes, yeah, you know, like they were talking about showing us clips or whatever, and we were all there like, yeah. And then he goes, well, you know, we were thinking about it, and we figure you guys have waited long enough, so just make sure you stay for the end credits. And we were in the audience just kind of like, wait, what? They showed us the whole movie. Ghostbusters Afterlife is my favorite movie of this year.
You've seen it? Wow.
Yeah, they showed it to us at Comic-Con.
Anyone who sat for 2 hours at Comic-Con at the same thing to watch it?
Yeah, well, it was the last panel of the day, so like the show floor was going to close at that time anyway. So
did you guys know that you were going to
see
it?
Oh, no. I mean, maybe other people knew.
Sean went in and he's like, "Man, I really got to piss. Good thing this will be a quick panel." Oh god,
it was so phenomenal though. It is my favorite movie of this year. Amazing, absolutely amazing.
Okay, better than the Snyder Cut though.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, and I feel like if you watch it, because I think it's supposed to come out November 17th, 19th, something.
19th. Yeah.
I think if you watch it now, enough time will pass that the nostalgia and reminding everything will hit you when you see it in theaters, because that was a big thing. Like, I know nostalgia is a big thing to capitalize on now, but I remember seeing The Shining in like for a 40th anniversary screening in August, and then Dr. Sleep came out 4 months later, and I did that math right? 3 months later in November. And by the time I had seen Dr. Sleep, I saw Shining for the first time that August.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so it was cool kind of seeing it for the first time on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to November, Dr. Sleep, enough time had passed that the nostalgia hit me. So when you get to that third act and you have the you're like,
Sean,
okay.
Light of my life, my darling.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
I think that's where Jared Leto was trying to go with his Joker. Like, I genuinely, every time I watch The Shining, I genuinely think he was trying to do it, he just couldn't. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really
I could see,
bad.
yeah.
But he was trying to go for Jack Nicholson in The Shining, I think.
I could see that. Maybe he'll be better for Morbius, which is still happening. I guess there's a rumor
that is still happening. Yeah. The Venomverse, it's real.
There is. There was a rumor that.
Oh, hi, Spider-Man. I'm not gonna kill you.
There was a rumor that on Monday, on Sunday, that Monday morning, the next No Way Home trailer will come out at 7 a.m. So
there was rumors about that for yesterday or the day before, whatever. They're like, Disney's dropping a new trailer. Lightyear coming to theaters.
Well,
June 2022.
For the Monday one, people were saying because Sony had on their YouTube channel like a registered video for 7 a.m. that was 2.5 minutes. We just didn't know the title. So everyone was saying that this is No Way Home. A bunch of sources were saying No Way Home. I was up getting ready for school at the time, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll tune in for like the moment it drops in case it is it. And the rumor was either Morbius or No Way Home. And everyone's like, man, if it's Morbius, it's gonna suck. It ended up being something for Resident Evil so, instead. But I went to the live chat and every single comment was just quoting like
Spider-Man.
Quoting Doc Ock like, Rosie, I hate myself. So yeah,
talk about a guilty pleasure franchise. I love those movies for being so bad. I haven't played any of the games though, so there's someone out there being like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's me. So the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. Brendan Fraser has been cast as Firefly for the Batgirl movie.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, it's confirmed as Firefly, or is that rumored?
It's rumored to be Firefly.
Okay. I thought it was confirmed.
No, he's cast, but it's rumored to be Firefly.
Oh, but
they're thinking it's either going to be Firefly or Killer Moth because it's apparently going to be based around Batgirl Year One.
Oh, okay. And those
which
are the
both
villains
characters appear in.
Let's see. Firefly, Killer Moth.
It's probably good. I thought it was confirmed Firefly. Okay. The hierarchy of power of the DC universe is about to change.
Brendan Fraser in the multiverse of DC plays that guy from Doom Patrol that I don't even know his name.
Robot.
And also
Robot Man. Yeah.
Oh, Robot Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He plays Robot Man, and he's going to play either Killer Moth.
Doom Patrol is supposedly good, but I watched Titans instead of that.
Doom Patrol is supposedly good.
Dude, you're dressed as the guy from Titans, the guy that works for Scarecrow. Dude, I remember that story.
Oh yeah.
I pity and pray for the person who tells me I know Red Hood from Titans. I really
know Red Hood from Titans.
I feel sorry for that person.
Wait, didn't he die as Robin and come back like a day later? Isn't that how it goes in the comics?
That's how it goes. Here, hold on.
Wait, didn't they hack the back computer because the password was Selena Kyle, the one who got away?
I will say that was such a good point to bring up when you guys talk.
I re-listened to the podcast. That was the funniest fucking bit. I was dying.
You're telling me that Bruce Wayne put a hint on it?
The most powerful computer in the world, and there's a hint on it.
Well, to be fair, it actually wasn't. Actually, it might have been the back computer system, but like it was like the Wayne Manor security system, which probably is tied into the back computer. So what am I even saying?
Don't try to defend it.
By the way, no. But in the episode,
this is all Scott Lobdell Red Hood.
Jesus Christ,
that's 10 years worth of Red Hood.
Yeah, that's 10 years worth of Red Hood.
Why?
I hate the way you just picked that up. By the way, like my eye is twitching from that.
I know.
CGC. Oof.
I tried to do
I don't think any of those Red Hood issues are worth sending in.
Look at that last cover. Oh my God. This guy has a tattoo on his head that says Gotham.
It's not even a bag and board. Eye twitching.
No, don't worry. I bag and board number 50 for some reason.
Because it's Scott Lobdell's last issue.
You underread it.
Yeah, of course.
That's crazy that man has not gotten a single title since that, right? Like, I figured he would have landed on. This dude wrote like 6 New 52 titles.
Yeah,
and now he's doing nothing.
He wrote Flash Forward, which is my favorite book by him.
The favorite book.
Let's say that's my favorite book.
You don't love his Red Hood?
But what'd you say?
You don't love his Red Hood where Starfire is like sunbathing?
I mean,
and goes to Arsenal.
Like you want to break this down? You want to break this down?
Sure, let's talk about Red Hood. You're dressed.
You know what? I haven't read all of Rebirth.
You haven't read Hood?
I haven't read Red Hood. But I haven't read all of the Rebirth run. But like I know what happens in it. And I have read New 52 in its entirety though.
Red Hood the Outlaws, including Red Hood and Arsenal.
Yes, I've read all of that.
And Red Hood Outlaw?
Red Hood Outlaw is in Rebirth.
Oh, that's Rebirth. Yeah, sorry.
That's Rebirth.
Yeah.
But the biggest
testing is not.
Yeah.
I've also read all the Red Hood comics for some reason.
I haven't read Rebirth. I started it and then I got caught up reading current stuff. And I'm busy.
Oh, did you read up to issue 24 at least?
Is that good stuff with Dexter?
That's the only
is that when he shoots
I recommend.
Penguin? Is that when he shoots Penguin?
No, he shoots Penguin after that. It's with Dexter. Yeah, JD just said Dexter Soy. Is it?
Yeah, he's the artist on it.
Yeah, it's just Red Hood, Bizarro, and Artemis.
And then like in that 24th issue, they like send them off to like a different world or something like
They
that.
send, yeah, they
And
send.
the title goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, that's the best Red Hood stuff you can get.
Well, I haven't read Red Hood that far. But the thing is, like with the New 52, for a period of time, I think Tinian took over Red Hood
For like 7 issues or something like that.
But like it was this whole Lazarus storyline with like the Untitled or whatever.
Mhm.
And you know, again, people have their preferences in comics. I prefer Red Hood as, you know, on the streets brawler type. You know, he's fighting like undead, mystical.
Yeah, Trigon. They fight Trigon. Yeah, I forgot.
They fight Trigon in Rebirth. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Bizarro kills Trigon.
Yeah.
But like in New 52, like the biggest thing I have with it, like there are things I like, but a lot of it is pretty inconsistent storytelling wise. Like there's one issue where they hint that Jason, well, basically not, they don't hint, but they're like, Jason's getting a venom addiction. And like, I read all of that again on DC Universe, and in the scope of, I guess, tie-ins, because I know he ties into other things like Supergirl, and in Supergirl, they hint that he's on Venom while he interacts with her. But in the scope of the run, Red Hood and the Outlaws, he gets the Venom, uses it once, I think has it in his possession for 1 or 2 issues, doesn't use it, and then dumps it all by the next issue. So like there was no addiction.
Yeah.
Like
there's just an arc that, well, Scott Lobdell was on our podcast actually.
I still haven't listened to that episode, but I know that happened.
It's like 3 years, like it's pretty old.
He said that he doesn't plan anything ahead of time. He kind of just writes as he goes, which
Yeah,
I mean, if you read his stuff, is kind of evident.
Yeah, he says he doesn't like to plan. He just sits down on his computer and types.
He said other X-Men writers would get mad at him because like they'd want to have like a story planned out, and he just wouldn't have anything like mapped out.
Like
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I respect that because you're letting basically just your creativity flow.
Yeah, but it means like nothing is like
because
nothing
that's
pays
the
off.
That's the other thing. Like the ending of New 52 Red Hood does kind of come out of nowhere, where Ravager just randomly shows up and they fight some alien like conqueror that was teased in like issue number 8 or something.
Buzz Lightyear, that's scary as fuck.
That was
sorry. I was scrolling through Instagram and I had to Google it. I'm fucking terrified. I have nightmares. That's gonna be my dream. That's gonna be my sleep demon paralysis monster thing.
They took a page out of Avengers Age of Ultron because they cut off the iconic line. Because in Avengers Age of Ultron, they have Chris Evans go, Avengers! And then they cut it. In this, they go that too. To infinity and...
It's the same thing. That's our thoughts on Red Hood.
That's Red Hood. Yeah,
sorry,
the best Red Hood I've read is still Under the Red Hood. I feel the story is told better in the movie because it's more of a streamlined version of it.
Correct.
Because like in the comics, like instead of the fearsome 4 or 5 showing up or whatever, it's like Captain Nazi and Hyena, and then also like Bloodhaven gets bombed in that storyline. Like there's
Judd Winnick does not like Nightwing. He's made it very clear.
But like
literally one time Dan Didio was taking heat for wanting to kill Nightwing off in Infinite Crisis or whatever, and Judd Winnick put on Twitter like, I was right there with him, I wanted to kill him too.
But like
he was like proud of it.
That's the thing. So like Under the Red Hood movie, still the best like content. Jensen Ackles I do think does a great job on the voice. And then other than that, Zdarsky with Cheer has been my favorite thing since Under the Red Hood.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Cheer was great. Yeah, I agree. Next bit of news.
I love that we got into a Red Hood discussion.
The best issue of Red Hood is still Starfire by the pool saying that she wants to fuck Roy Harper because she's bored.
Oh God,
that's issue 1. That's issue 1.
That is issue 1.
Red
and like it's implied that Jason
we just made so many sales.
Could you imagine if you were a kid who watched Teen Titans and you were like, wow, I really like Starfire, she's gonna be in this new comic, and then you go and get that and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, there is a kid in that issue who snaps a picture of Starfire and goes, yes, I'm gonna get so many views.
That kid is me. I grew up to be that kid grew up to be me.
it's also
Red Hood and the
like,
Outlaws, New 52 issue 1 is the first appearance of History of the Flash.
It's true. It's true.
But like, it's also implied that like Jason had just had a relationship with Starfire for like a month or so, like right before she. It's interesting. I'll
weird.
say.
You don't like
I
the
will
idea,
say
you don't like the idea of Dick, Jason, and Roy all being Eskimo brothers?
And even then, I think Roy even talks to Starfire beforehand, like, wait, what about Dick Grayson? She's like, he's not here.
Yeah, like they just the personality was stripped away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever read Judd Winnick's Titans run from 2008?
No.
Starfire's kind of similar to that one, where she's just horny as shit. Like in one of the issues, she's like wearing no clothes by a pool. And like one of the people comes up to her and they're like, "Why aren't you wearing anything?" She's like, "Oh, clothes are such a human thing." Back on Tamaran, and like goes on like a whole lecture, and it's like, I think this is an excuse to get more panels of her like this.
Yeah,
definitely was. Yeah, I mean, oh my god, that like the one thing I did really like seeing. I haven't read Rebirth, but I read like a Teen Titans tie-in or whatever, because I guess Damian at one point was working with Red Hood to uncover something, and it was right during Heroes in Crisis. And like one of the best Jason moments I like is he's talking to Damian, and it's right after Roy's death, and he goes, "Well, when they find out who did it, let me know, because I'll show up to them personally." Like that was because like I did like their friendship, Roy and Jason, although I know it's not the best, but I did enjoy their interaction.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, enough with the Red Hood, because I know Hunter's got to go.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We got.
Oh, it's all good. Okay.
We got a lot of time. There was a.
You have a lot of time.
Well, there's a one. Okay. There was a Warner Brother game leak. Did you guys see it? Multiverses.
Yes.
Multiverses is going to be a Smash Bros. Type video game where Warner Brothers takes all their properties and make a fighting game out of it. Like there's a leak of like a picture of the roster.
Steven Universe versus Batman,
Wonder Woman, Superman. Are
you want to talk about the things that give me an eye twitch? You got the big three of DC, and the fourth fucking character is Harley Quinn. Why?
Yeah, Harley Quinn is the other DC character. And then it's like Gandalf and I think King Kong's in it.
But like Aquaman or the Flash or like Shazam.
Harley That's just Quinn. Injustice.
I'm in pain.
Ed Boon, who makes the Injustice games, is apparently working on this as well. This isn't his project, but he's helping out with it, because it is going to be like Smash Bros. Like knock the other character off the ledge rather than a health bar, just like Nicktoons all.
What made this world so screwed up? Somebody killed Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo's in it, and Shaggy's in it
too. Scoob. Hey, listen, I'm just saying, if it should be all Warner Brothers property, can we get Michael Jordan in Space Jam? Can we get Bill Murray in Space Jam?
Actually,
I forget
LeBron
that Bill
James
Murray's
is rumored to be in it. Apparently, they're making a deal to have LeBron James as a character.
I want Jordan.
So it's a little odd, but I mean, this is comic book news. There's comic book characters in it. Wait and see gameplay probably really soon, because everyone's talking about it since it's leaked. Multiverses is the name of it. And the last bit of news is Marvel announced a Ghost Rider 50th. It's the 50th anniversary Ghost Rider, so they're calling 2022 Year of the Villain. I mean, Year of Ghost Rider.
I'm sorry, what?
You're the villain.
Yeah. Marvel
For a second, I was like, wait, hold on.
They just ripped off the title.
They're calling it the Year of Vengeance, and it's all going to be about Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is getting a new series by Benjamin Percy. Or Johnny Blaze is going to be the main character, but all the Ghost Riders will be in it. So, including Cosmic Ghost Rider.
That's true. Everybody's showing up.
Everyone's showing up.
Ghost Rider. Don't get Sean so excited.
Cosmic Ghost Rider is coming back.
He's on one of the variant covers. Yeah.
I made it my mission, because he's not in a lot, to collect every issue he's in.
Well, looks like you're reading
Ghost Rider. I'm pretty close. I think I only need his first appearance and his origin. That's it.
First appearance might be going for a lot.
Oh, it is. I had an opportunity to buy it CGC 9.6 or 8, but it was $250. And finally, the responsible adult in me was like, oh, but also the fact that my credit card's still connected to like my family. So I'm like, I don't feel like justifying a $250 purchase to my parents right now.
No, I feel you, man. Like, I was at a comic book store yesterday, and I went to one of the bigger ones kind of by my school. My girlfriend, she collects a few comics, but at this bigger location that's 30 minutes from our house rather than the one nearby. And so we were there to get her comics, and she reads Daredevil, so she's picking that up. And what also came out this week or last week was the trade for Matt Fraxton's Hawkeye, where it's all 25 issues in one.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And then I was on the shelf. I'm like, damn it, I have this in 4 volumes right now.
I'm glad you brought up.
Were you tempted to sell all 4 volumes and then just buy the big one?
Oh, I should. I didn't think of that.
Because I was going to sell mine. I was considering it.
Because, yeah, I would rather the big one. It looks nice.
I'm glad you brought up your collecting habits, Hunter. Are you getting evicted? What happened to all your posters?
I was robbed. Okay, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Hunter, I don't even recognize you anymore. You're going down a path I can't follow. You're drinking Starbucks. You don't have any posters on your wall. What's next?
Skin tights. Yeah, man.
But Hunter's got the whole gym in his basement so that he can.
No, I don't anymore.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
Hold on. For the person listening, okay, the first time I'm ever on this podcast, I forget how we were talking about working out. But we were talking about, I was like, yeah, my dad's got like a Bowflex in his basement. And Hunter's like, oh yeah, my dad also has a gym in his basement. And I'm thinking another Bowflex. He had the whole shebang, mirrors, like the tiled mats, everything.
Hunter's dad don't fuck around.
Had a full-blown recreation center.
My father's a scary looking man.
He's a firefighter, right?
Yeah, he's a firefighter. Yeah. So he works out a lot and he hates like local gyms because he hates a bunch of teenagers.
I hate local gyms.
He says like every time he goes there, he just gets so mad because there's like a group of like 9 teenagers all together.
Every time, and they take they take
pictures. And it's like, why are there so many? My dad's like, it's okay if it's like 2 people together or 3 people together.
Oh, they're all
why
there.
Is there always 9 of them together?
I haven't been in a public gym in 5 years.
Yeah, so my
Hunter doesn't even know a guy named Jim.
No, I don't.
You don't know Jim Lee?
Jim Lee, I guess. I don't.
You do know Jim Lee. He actually asked you about that Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, no, not this one. The other one. yeah, that was awkward. But no, I guess to kind of explain why I've been robbed, real quick. My dad's like, "Hey son, see you later, alligator." I'm like, "Oh no." He's like, "I'm going to the store, kid. You're on your own.
I'm going to get milk and a pack of cigarettes, and I'll be back."
I'll be back when you make the NBA.
Essentially, yeah. So now this is my place now. So I kind of I'm renting his house from him while he goes to get cigarettes, and no, he doesn't smoke. He goes to get milk. And so I live with my girlfriend, my brother, and a roommate of mine.
Oh, what is it? Boxed milk? Isn't it like boxed milk or something?
No, it's not. It's a regular milk here.
What was the old joke on the
bag
podcast?
Milk? I think bag milk is in Ontario, though. I think that's a thing in Ontario.
I like seen so many memes about ketchup chips and fucking bagged milk from
ketchup
Canada.
chips. Have you not had ketchup chips?
No, that's not a thing in America.
Oh my god, I'm gonna send you some ketchup chips.
Barbecue chips like normal.
It hurts your
people.
lips. It hurts your lips. Sean, have you had it?
No.
I'm sending you guys both ketchup chips.
Why? It sounds disgusting.
It hurts your
lips. Why
don't
I just get chips and dip it in ketchup?
Oh,
that also sounds disgusting.
That sounds awful.
That's not a thing?
Here, I will
Is
buy
my
you
family
guys
just weird?
Yes.
Wait, you actually do that?
My family would do that.
One of the guys I used to go to school with dipped his chips in ketchup, which I thought was the weirdest thing.
Okay,
see, I think like bread and ketchup is weird, but chips and ketchup, I'm like, isn't that normal?
Bread and ketchup? What about like bacon, egg, and cheese?
No,
that's
but like
fine.
just bread and ketchup.
Oh,
what?
Well, yeah,
that's odd.
Yeah,
that's odd.
Okay, well here I'll send you guys ketchup chips, but you have to eat it on the podcast.
Oh God!
Because I want to. I guarantee.
I'm gonna see if someone around me sells them.
Never gonna happen. You want to know why that's never gonna happen?
Why?
How many bananas are you supposed to be eating right now?
That's right. Yeah, I do 4. I think 4. Apparently, it's bad for you. Hey, eating a ton at once.
Yes.
Well, only if you drink Sprite while you're doing it.
Oh, but what else would I drink then?
What happens if you drink Sprite while having a banana?
You never seen the Sprite Banana Challenge?
You know Coke and Mentos?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah,
in
that's
your
what
body.
happens in your fucking insides and you throw it up. No, that's like a legit thing. You could Google it. Like Sprite Banana Challenge. It's like you eat like 2 bananas, drink a thing of Sprite, and then eat like another banana, and you like throw up like like projectile vomit.
Whoa.
Hey, who was here for the comic book podcast?
All right, kids, here's how you projectile vomit.
Iron Fist is getting a mini series called Iron Fist No More coming
Let's
in February.
go.
Finally.
I thought that was just Iron Fist season 2. Oh, too soon.
Every single comment on that post of Marvel was like, is this a Netflix? He's back from Netflix?
I hate the Marvel comment sections. That's the only time I'm good with you gatekeeping.
I'm like, oh. Every comment on that post is like, I thought he was already gone. What do you mean no more? It's like,
Hunter's just there like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, cracks his knuckles in his neck. He's like, all right, let's fucking do this.
Yeah. That's all the news I have of the week. So briefly go.
I don't think there's anything else. Yeah,
we could talk about more ketchup chips if you guys want, or we can go over comics.
It sounds gross. I'm sorry, it sounds gross.
That is weird.
But would you try it if I send it to you?
I will try. I'm gonna see if somewhere around me sells it.
Okay.
I feel like they probably do, like a Canadian import section.
That sounds scary. You have to go to Facebook Marketplace, meet a guy in an alley to get ketchup chips.
Meet a guy who looks like Hunter and says, "Oh hey there,
hey there." Yeah, we all.
Hey there, I brought the goods with me, eh?
How you doing? Pretty good. And yourself? Oh, not so bad.
I gotta say, buying my first CGC book off of Facebook Marketplace was the most nerve-wracking experience ever.
You guys want to hear my Facebook Marketplace story?
Sure. Yeah.
So I met a guy on Facebook Marketplace who had tons of back issues of comics, and he said he only takes by appointment to go look at them. So it wasn't too far from where I was at college. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, well, it looked like it was like a business type thing. So I was like, all right, yeah, that's cool. So I messaged the guy like, hey, I'm free on Saturday. Do you think you can meet up in the morning? And he said, yeah, just come to this address and you can look through them. So I was like, okay, cool. So it was I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes away from my college at the time. So I tell my dad that morning, I'm like, hey, I'm going to meet up with some guy from Facebook Marketplace. And my dad's like, oh, okay. And then, so then I go to meet with him.
My parents were very different reacting to it.
Well, so my dad and my mom are very different people, apparently. So I go to meet up with the guy, and it turns out it was a normal, it was like a comic book shop, just only back issues. It was like a little tiny shop. That
I know. There's a place like that on Long Island.
Yeah, he stored back issues. So that's why he takes only appointments. He doesn't open to the general public like that. So it was cool. He was really cool. We were talking and I was looking through issues. We were bullshitting about comics and shit. It was fun. But anyway, so I guess my dad tells my mom while I'm on the way over there, oh, hey, Josh, JD's going to go meet up with somebody from Facebook Marketplace to buy some comics. And my mom's like, where's he going? And my dad's like, I don't know. And it's like, who is he meeting? I don't know. All the details of the who, what, where, when, why, and how are not answered. And my mom's freaking the fuck out, which freaks my dad out. So I don't have service in that shop. For some reason, there was just my phone service dropped while I was in there. So I'm bullshitting, having a conversation with this guy for an hour, and all my phone calls are going straight to voicemail. So my parents think I'm getting chopped up in a basement.
You're dead.
So then I walk out of the shop for a minute to I was gonna Google something, but I had no service in there, and I see 10 missed calls and missed texts, and my dad's like, "Fuck, answer the phone." So I call him. I was like, oh, I literally thought someone died. I was like, what's the emergency? And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you didn't give me the details. I was like, you didn't ask. When I told him that morning, he was just like, oh, okay. Typical dad, okay, with a thumbs up emoji.
Yeah.
So
ask your mother.
So I was like, yeah, I just met up with this guy. He was cool. I'm still here. Oh, so my parents were really freaked out. But hey, I got the first appearance of Static Shock for $1. So
I just pictured you
the
rocking
up. The story is kids meet up with people from Facebook Marketplace.
You might get Static Shock.
And then what will happen is you'll meet a guy in an alley. He'll have an invincible omnibus, but cut out inside of it, it's just drugs. I got the invincible for you. You know what I'm saying?
I got the Kirkham special.
Facebook Marketplace for you. But seriously, you can find some good stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
I just realized
when you met up with the people from Facebook Marketplace, Hunter, did you think you were going to get killed? Or is it because you guys are too nice in Canada?
Oh, I did for when I got the Ultimate Spider-Man trades. It was my second time going. The first time I went, it was in a nice area. It was the middle of the day. The guy's on his front lawn. She's like, here's She-Hulk #1. I'm like, sweet, here's $90. See you later. That was it.
I had to meet my guy in front of King Cullen. What? He was like, we will do this in front of King Cullen.
King Cullen ice cream place?
No, King Cullen.
Oh, I think you said King Cohen. There's an ice cream place that's in New York that's called King Cohen. It's fucking bomb ice cream.
No, King Cullen. He's like, we will do it there. And I was like, okay. but I just realized we just outdated this podcast hard.
That's okay.
Whoever's listening to this like months later is going to be like, Facebook Marketplace? Do you mean Meta Marketplace?
Oh yeah,
they
they changed the name.
Yeah.
No, Facebook, the app will stay the same and the website will stay the same, but it's now under a company called Meta.
Huh.
But yeah,
nobody's gonna forget.
When I went and got my Ultimate Spider-Man traits, it was in a guy in the middle of the woods, and it was like December, so it was like snowing, and I went at night.
What is it, Hulk 181? You're about to go fight the Hulk in the middle of the woods?
Didn't I send you a video, JD, of me like I'm gonna die?
I don't think so.
I think no, I definitely did. If you scroll back,
I don't remember this at least.
I
this
sent
is the
like
last will and
chat or
testament
something
of Hunter Murray.
I think I sent a video where I was like, I think I'm gonna get killed here because it's like
was that the same night you nearly burned your house down?
No, this was like last year. The house burning thing was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Thank you for
so when you were in the middle of the
clarifying
woods,
your continuity.
What?
When you
thank you for clarifying your continuity.
I meant JD. You guys,
sorry.
When you were in the middle of the woods, what happened?
Well, the house appeared and there's no lights on at all. It was like 8 o'clock, which in the wintertime, by then it's pitch black out. And so I just go over and I text the guy. I wait 10 minutes. He doesn't reply. I call him. I wait 10 minutes. Doesn't reply. So I just go to his door and knock. And he opens the door.
Oh, I would have left at that point. If he wasn't answering the calls, I would have been like, all right, fuck this. I'm out of here. Ultimate Spider-Man ain't worth it.
7 volumes Ultimate Spider-Man for $10 each, $70. That's not bad. So
dude, you're lucky that guy wasn't Dexter.
He was in
just looking out of his window like, tonight's the night.
He was just in a cabin and there's no lights on too, but there was like smoke coming out the chimney, so someone was nearby. So
smoke coming out of the chimney. That's
I
burning his victims.
Yeah,
I remember I went to the door and I had my car keys out like a Wolverine claw, like behind my back.
Oh, that's gonna fucking defend you.
I knocked on the door and he opened up and he's like, "Oh, what? I didn't
live in Canada and you went to Keys."
I don't know, man. He said he didn't realize what time it was and his phone wasn't on him. He's like, I was just watching a movie. Here you go, man. And he had him already at the front door and I sent him the money and he's like, all right, well, if you want any other trades, like I got a ton, just let me know. He had all Jeff John trades, all Mark Wade, like Jeff John Flash, Mark Wade Flash, $10 per trade.
JD, now you've piqued my curiosity.
$10 per trade. So I was like, oh, I might.
Bro, if he's got Mark Wade book, Flash book 6, you could like flip that for an insane profit. That book goes for like, I bought it for like $20 at Midtown Comics and flipped it for like 75 on eBay.
That's pretty good, yeah. Well, at the time, I just didn't really have much. It was around Christmas time, so I was like, maybe after Christmas I'll come back if you haven't sold them yet. He's like, all right, yes, just message me. And then after Christmas, I went to message him, and his entire Facebook was deleted.
Because he killed his next victim who bought the Flash trades.
Probably. And I can't remember how you get to his house. I'm not going to show up at his door.
It was all a fever dream. You don't even own Ultimate Spider-Man.
But yeah, no, he does, but he doesn't know how he got them. Dude, there's no house on that woods.
he's like Wolverine in the Fox X-Men movies. He's like, I can't remember.
Yeah. He looks at one of his trades. He just sees blood in the corner. He's like, oh.
And that's our
this is a weird show.
It is a weird show. I guess we'll talk Daredevil real quick. That's the one that matters. JD is okay.
Are we jumping into comics?
By all means.
We're jumping into comics. Okay, so new section. My name is Jason Todd, the Red Hood.
For those who just skipped ahead of the whole Facebook Marketplace conversation.
So you gotta reintroduce, you know.
Yeah, apparently I don't know an Ultimate Spider-Man. Apparently I don't know anything. There used to be a bed behind me, but now there's not.
Do you just sleep on the floor?
Yeah.
Yes, he got robbed.
John, where do you? Oh, you have a bed behind you. Yeah, you're bragging. Let's see what it is.
With the Superman blankie.
Out of curiosity, what do you look like when you sleep?
What are you, a serial killer?
Tell me, Clarice, do you dream of the lambs?
Does this towel smell like chloroform?
So
what do I look like when I sleep?
Yeah, out of curiosity. What side do you sleep on?
How would I know I'm asleep?
Well, you look so peaceful.
You don't review the footage?
Hunter looks at the game tape all the time.
Hunter just sleeps on the floor holding his Captain America shield like, yes.
Well, you got to film yourself sleeping so you can see how long you just stand there in one spot. Last night was only 2 hours. So
I don't know. I went for a sleep study one time and I read your book trying to fall asleep and then it made me cry. So we covered that on the other podcast. Yeah.
It's not the price hero pays. I'm like, what?
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, that was a good time to read this.
JD, we made a sad book.
Oh, I know. I felt like an asshole writing that script. I'm like, I just killed a kid.
I hope Hunter doesn't draw another poor kid dying of cancer. That's my attempt at Harper. That was horrible.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what you're going for there.
The last one you did was actually kind of good.
It's just the one line, but yours is what, JFK? My fellow Americans.
Nothing bad ever happened to the Kennedys.
Do not ask what you can do, what the country can do for you.
There's a guy like driving to work right now, like, just talk about Daredevil.
Just talk about Daredevil.
Remember Daredevil.
I remember a time where like Daredevil was the highlight of this podcast whenever you guys would talk about
this issue. I love this issue. This issue was a 9 out of 10 for me. It was really
back
good.
On track?
It's back on track.
I will say I genuinely don't remember the last issue. What was in the last issue?
Elektra and
Bullseye
versus Bullseye, and she found out there's multiple people dressed as Bullseye. And they're under his control for some reason. So in this issue, there's a few Bullseyes, and the regular Bullseye is just like, kill yourself, and he just does it right away. So they're under his control. It's pretty interesting. He has like a theater set up to lure Elektra in, and inside he has two innocent people, a woman dressed as Elektra and a man dressed as Bullseye, and they're like chained together. So like her, I forget the name, or Say, the knife thing, is like in this girl's stomach.
Sai, isn't it?
Sai, yeah, Sai. So the guy's like,
man, and you're reading Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last round,
man. And this innocent man is
maybe
like,
my turtle shell will help me.
is like forced to like,
but not my C.
Forced to stab this woman to recreate the death of Elektra, and so Elektra basically has to try to stop that. I thought that was interesting. It kind of ends with the main Bullseye like facing down against Elektra, being like, the only good thing about you is when I killed you. And it's interesting dialogue just going back to Miller's run. And then the main Daredevil shows up in his prison outfit and knocks Bullseye out in one punch.
Yeah, because he's still under the arrest. He's just like, it ends today.
Yeah, evil dies tonight.
Oh God. Big John, Little John. I want someone to dub Halloween where when he calls out, like when Little John's getting killed and Big John goes, Little John. I want someone to dub it so it's Little John the rapper going, yeah. That was the funniest shit. That's what I was thinking in the theater.
You can do that, JD.
I still haven't seen that. I don't have the
editing skills.
I haven't seen a single Halloween movie. Sorry, Harper.
Oh, Harper.
The original one's great. The rest of them, actually, I like Halloween.
I like 2018.
My beat is I watched all of Friday the 13th, and I've seen every Nightmare on Elm Street except for
so why
Freddy's Dead.
Halloween? These are all like the same movie.
Yeah. I've also seen Scream. I've seen those.
I like Scream.
Yeah.
So the issue ends. JD, you like the ending because Spider-Man comes in and it's Zdarsky Spider-Man.
He's the best part.
He's the best
Wait,
part.
Wait, is it Peter or is it Ben Reilly?
It's Peter.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's the best part of this issue for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because he's not going to be in Devil's Reign.
Yeah, a bunch of police show up and they're just like, Daredevil, get back at the car, like you're going to jail. And Spider-Man comes and just talks to the cops.
We're not doing this today.
Yeah, he's like,
nope, not happening.
They're just like, no, I mean, he's like a criminal. And Spider-Man's like, he just did your job. What did you do tonight?
Well, yeah. The way he puts it, though, he goes, he just apprehended Bullseye and uncovered an entire prison conspiracy, and that was today.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Yeah.
It's like
becomes like,
whoa,
Spider-Man.
Like, he's the best part, and the fact that he's not going to be in Devil's Reign, or at least not at the beginning, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's being bad in Devil's Reign. But man, Zdarsky writes such good Peter Parker, and it's just like an angry Peter here being like,
he writes like the most mature Peter that I've seen.
Yeah, and it's good though. It's
that's
a
what
really
I'm saying.
good
Like,
Peter.
that's what I wish we got more of in the regular run.
Yeah, maybe after he's out of his coma. February, I think, is when Peter wakes up. So here's hoping. We don't know who. I don't think we know who the next writer is because it's just Beyond is like a different writer every week. I think. Like it was Gleason. And
I thought Gleason was staying on.
How do you feel about Kingpin and Mary getting married?
Yeah, so Kingpin proposes to Mary, and and she says yes.
Typhoid Mary.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I mean, it made me go like, huh. I was like, all right. I think
like
she's gonna die.
I feel like they did build it, but it still was like, oh, okay, we're going that route.
I thought they would like at least have more of a relationship first.
Yeah.
Because right now it was like, oh, she's like his bodyguard, but they kind of have something going on. Like they kind of want to maybe give a little like smile here or there. But now it's like, oh, okay, they're engaged. All right.
Yeah. And like the other thing with it, so what I'm thinking is Devil's Reign will wrap up anything Kingpin for the time being. And then is Woman with Fear, and then I guess if Daredevil returns, is that when we're going to start diving into the Hand?
Well, Woman Without Fear.
Because remember, the Hand is like a big threat looming in this run, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Devil's Reign goes till March. It's December to March. And Woman Without Fear is January to March. So it takes place at the same time. Mm-hmm. We don't know what's happening after because we don't know how Devil's Reign is going to end.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, I don't know if they'll do the Hand again. I'd be okay with it.
Well, they've already started with it.
It would be cool if the Hand came back for an Elektra story.
Well, the whole thing is that it's the king and queen, and they're the ones of the fist or whatever the heck. Mm-hmm. And so that's my thing, because they teased it with all of that, with the book and discovering the fist or whatever. And then the other thing was when she's in the club going after Butch or whatever, she kills somebody and she's like, the Hand, they're already here. And then that was right. Yeah, that was it.
I can see the Hand like being angry at Elektra, because even then Bullseye in this issue was yelling at Elektra, being like, you're the assassin who doesn't even kill. And he's like, kill me, come on, kill me, kind of thing, like Rorschach style. And Elektra was like, I can't. Matt.
Yeah, this Bullseye arc was interesting.
It was good. I enjoyed it, though. I'm excited for the next art. That next issue is going to be just Elektra and Daredevil back, like Matt back as Daredevil working with Elektra. And then it's Devil's Reign. So next issue is not Devil's Reign. It's the issue after that. So here's hoping.
Spider-Man. Well, next issue, I believe, based on solicitation tease or whatever, is the wedding of Fisk and Mary.
Already?
I think. Isn't that what was teased? And
I wonder how that could go wrong.
Isn't this? Yeah.
Yeah. Season 3 of Daredevil right
there. Bitch. But yeah, no, I believe this is the issue that they hyped up as like, this will change Daredevil forever, right? That's the
it's supposed to lead into Devil's Reign as well. Yeah. Cool. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It also looks like Matt is like, Elektra's not really marketed in Devil's Reign so far. It's very much Matt Murdock, and a lot of Captain America too, but not a lot of Elektra.
Well, I mean, there hasn't been much aside from a preview for
the preview
one and covers. There hasn't been a lot,
but for covers, it's all Matt.
Yeah, but who's an audience more likely to recognize if you're marketing?
That's fair. Good point.
You know,
that's Daredevil. I also read Spider-Man. Ben Reilly fights Morbius. All right,
the Venom verse.
Yeah,
they're laying the seeds, the groundwork.
And then he goes to Morbius, just like, hey, aren't you a good guy now? And Morbius just looks at him, goes, Spider-Man, and then bites down on Ben Reilly's neck, and that's where the issue
I can't wait for Jared Leto to do that.
I'm like,
with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, since that's who's on his wall.
Michael Morbius, my man. What's up, Doc?
Can you
Michael Keaton rocks
like,
up.
Fucking Bugs
how would
Bunny,
you feel if Sam Raimi's just like, we're doing Spider-Man 4 and Morbius
is the villain?
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Fucking hang myself.
Jesus.
Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have an exclusive from Gavin J. Knopp that Morbius is going to
check out my CBR article tomorrow, dropping at 4 Eastern.
Oh, Rosie, I hate myself.
What is that from?
It's Spider-Man 2.
Rosie, I love this boy.
When is that?
It's during the dinner scene when
he goes over to Doc Ock's house and like eats dinner with him, and he's like, you gotta read a woman poetry. That's the way to a woman's heart.
I don't remember.
And then he kills his wife.
It's been so long since I watched those movies. I have to binge those movies before No Way Home.
Well, Doc Ock is talking about the chemical formula, and then Peter like says it at the same time, like the answer. And so Doc Ock realized, scientists. Someone was a scientist. So,
scientist. Yeah. That's exactly what he said.
Tony Stark told me the answer to that today during the Stark internship.
He said, I'm something of a scientist myself. And then him and Peter
Rosie,
bond.
I love this boy.
Rosie, I love this boy.
Say it, Rosie. That seems like something that like 2018 Hunter would make a meme out of.
Yeah, I
missed the comic book Hunter memes, dude. They were fire.
I made some good memes.
That's what I'm saying. They were funny.
I was laughing at my own when I was going through them. I was in school, like just scrolling through, and I laughed out loud. I had to like leave, trying to calm myself down because when I found the whole Doctor Strange panels,
let me guess, you're me.
It was
yes, and it's like terribly edited.
It was like that Invincible issue where he's talking to Cecil through the earpiece. Do you have something you want to add to class, Mr. Murray?
This meme.
I was just agreeing with you.
I like the one where you have the Kyle Rayner opening the fridge.
Super Sun's canceled.
Yeah. That's just a great that was a great, and I love that every single one you screenshotted, liked by History of the Flash, liked by History of the Flash, liked by History of the
You're my greatest supporter of my meme.
Number one supporter of
oh my god, Hunter, you skipped over news. Black Manta.
Oh
the
yeah.
movie that he would have gotten a movie, but it was actually a trench movie.
Sad, but he's better as a villain than a protagonist. Although I do like the idea of like maybe a horror setting where he's trapped somewhere.
How did you feel? Because you guys even talked about when you're like, all these DC projects that got announced that were never going to happen, like the Trench movie, and then the Trench was supposed to be a Black Manta.
Isn't that kind of dumb though? Like I was trying to make comparison, like when Harper told me about this, and I was like, that's like if Sony was like, they made the the Silver Sable movie we were gonna make, that was actually gonna be a Miles Morales movie, but well,
wasn't that supposed to be Silver Sable / Black Cat?
Yes.
Yeah. But even then, it's like, I don't think that would be well received in general for marketing. But like Black Man, a lot of people are messaging me like, that sucks. I'm like, yeah, it does suck, but I'm not sad about it. I think
right. Black Manta guy, we have to associate that with you.
Black Manta works best with Aquaman. Like that and Aqua, I would argue Jackson Hyde as well, Aqualad. But on his own, it usually when a villain's on their own, they try to make him a hero unless it's Joker. And it's kind of difficult to do with Black Manta because it's just like he kills babies. This is a bad guy. Though I do like the idea because it was going to be a horror movie still of maybe something like the Trench. He's in the trench area and he gets trapped somewhere underwater and he only has like a day left of oxygen and he has to find his way out. That would be interesting. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's my pitch. Or
so you could write a Black Manta miniseries that he's not a hero in. He'll just kill random innocents.
I would have because the trench is like a civilization too. I know they're monstrous creatures, but they have a city. So it'd be interesting if they threw Black Manta into like a prison, but it's underwater, and so he's running out of oxygen. So he has to do like a prison break, underwater prison break, kind of thing. So yeah, but granted, oh well,
good show.
I wasn't really sad.
Good show.
Anyways, for memes, real quick, I did make one Dr. Octopus meme where it was I screenshot. I was gonna post on my story, but it was a Halloween one where it's like when it's Halloween, you see someone dressed as a comic book character, so you go over to tell them all your vast knowledge on the character. That's a clip of Doc Ock putting on the goggles, like, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Just to annoy people dressed as Harley Quinn. That's the only.
I like when I'll see a kid dressed as Green Lantern. I'm like, hey, which Green Lantern are you? And they're like, Green Lantern. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, well, which one? Come on. Have you read Fear Itself?
It's a little white kid and he's like, I'm John Stewart. And I'm like, I don't think that you are, pal.
What other comics came out? It's Robin was good. I enjoyed Robin. JD, did you drop Robin?
No, I still have it. I made a decision between Superman and Robin of which one I was going to keep.
Yes, which I still feel like is
a tough decision.
Very tough decision.
Yeah, that is tough. I think I keep Robin too. The tournament arc's just wrapping up.
Although the trouble is that I want to read Williamson's Batman, but I like my number of titles right now.
How many titles are you reading?
Nightwing, Flash, Robin, Daredevil.
Are you going to pick up?
Fine, you can do 5.
Are you going to pick up Williamson's Deathstroke? Are you going to pick up Williamson's Deathstroke Inc.?
No,
because that's going to cross over with Robin.
Oh, is it?
I'll find a CBR article that explains 5 things you should know about Williamson's Deathstroke and 5 things you shouldn't.
First off, that's not an article, that's a list.
Those are my favorite CBR lists when it's like 5 things you don't know about Spider-Man and 5 things you do.
Oh my God.
When we did the quiz episode right before, I was trying to find a question for JD. So I went
you went to CBR?
Flash facts. And in one of the CBR articles was 5 things you don't know about the Flash. And one of them was Jay Garrick is actually the original Flash, not Barry Allen. I'm like, okay.
I love those 5 things you don't, or 10 things you don't know about the Flash. And it's the Flash runs fast.
If
oh, fuck, I didn't know that.
We've talked about this before on the podcast, like I think years ago, but if you want something really funny, this is for the listeners, go on WikiHow and WikiHow to be a Flash.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, have you seen that, Sean?
Have you ever seen that, Sean?
I'm gonna send that to you right now. I want to see your reaction.
WikiHow?
You know what WikiHow is?
No.
So it's like it's
like a guide, like
here, I was told
something.
Wikipedia was like the enemy.
I'm gonna send it to you.
It's not Wikipedia, it's WikiHow.
I'll send it to you, Sean. Son, I'm gonna send it to you. So it's like a WikiHow is like how do you make a good breakfast, and it'll show like little pictures of like how to make like a great breakfast, how to do pancakes, stuff like that. But one of them is how to be a Flash fan, and it's weird. Just
Dude, that shit was so funny.
I just sent it to you, Sean, but just Google WikiHow to be a Flash fan.
Yeah, if you're listening right now and you've never seen this, worth the Google search.
Yeah. So
okay, how to be a Flash fan.
Yeah, read it out.
Step 1. Evaluate why you like the Flash. You can't call yourself a fan without actually liking him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
good. See, that's helpful.
Good tips. And then the question: just go straight to 2.
Yeah.
Understand that the Flash is not a Marvel character.
Yep.
I'm already halfway there.
Always remember this.
Yep.
Oh my God. If you slip up and identify Flash as a Marvel character, you'll probably have a few angry fanboys / girls on your hands.
I will be one of them.
Yep, JD can confirm.
Read and understand Flash's backstory. Which one? And not just that, but the backstory has changed quite a bit sometimes.
The Flash Year One by Joshua Williamson.
Can you scroll to number 4? By the way, there's pictures of like tracing of Francis Manopoulos art.
The next one. Learn / know the different versions of Flash. They consider Hunter Zolomon and Zoom Flashes.
So they say Barry Allen, the main Flash, Wally West, aka Kid Flash, Flash's nephew, the Reverse Flash, Flash's nemesis, Jay Garrick, the original Flashman in the TV show The Earth 3 Flash, Hunter Zolomon, Jay Garrick's nemesis, Zoom, the Earth 2 Reverse Flash.
I'm getting an eye twitch from this.
Hunter Zolomon is Jake? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I'm getting an eye twitch from this.
If they said the rival, I'd be like, oh, okay. Familiarize yourself with Flash's enemies. Grodd, Weather Wizard, the Trickster, Mirror Master, King Shark?
That's an Aquaman villain.
Reverse Flash, Captain Cold. Okay,
it's because they're going by the TV show, which made King Shark the Flash.
Familiarize with side characters from the Flash comics, such as Iris West, Joe West. But
West. It's just the picture of the actor, but they painted him white.
What is that?
It's a picture of the actor, but it's like changes skin to white.
I think for my post tomorrow, I might just post this of how to be a Flash fan and just post the slides of this because I think this is worth the post.
It says Cisco Ramon /Vibe, Caitlin Snow / Killer Frost.
They are main characters in the Flash comics. I can confirm.
Yeah. Number 7. Read all the original Flash comics.
Yeah, start at Flash Comics number 1 from 1940 and work your way back to the present.
Then it says read the newer Flash comics. So some good reads are Crisis on Infinite Earths, Lost Time issues number 30 through 40, Dastardly Death of the Rogues.
No, sorry, it doesn't say rogues, it says rogues.
Rouges.
Who wrote this article, Hunter?
Flashpoint, Flash Rebirth, and Final Crisis. I would pay whoever edits this thing to add on Heroes and Crisis.
It's funny because if someone was like, hey, I've never read the Flash before, I don't really know anything about Flash comics, what should I read? And I said Crisis on Infinite Earths, they would read it and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, where he's chained up for the first 7 issues, then dies in the 8th. Familiarize yourself with the DCEU Flash. Oh my God. His first appearance was a vision in Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, but will appear in 2018 in his own movie.
I can't wait for 2018.
Yeah. In his own movie, and in 2017 and 2019 in the Justice League movies.
Oh yeah, there was supposed to be Justice League Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
Watch Flash's appearances in animated movies. Okay. Watch the CBS 1990s Flash show.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the CW 2014 Flash show. Oh, but it does say you should be aware that CW's Flash adds new characters into the mix, alters backstories, and changes villain alter egos, motivations, and relationship. Yeah, but at least it wasn't like this article where it changed the guy's pigment.
But I thought Joe West was a comic character.
Yeah, watch the Arrow Flash crossover episodes. This is a long list.
Yeah, it's
very complicated to be a Flash fan.
Then watch Supergirl Flash crossover. Watch Let's Just Tomorrow's Flash crossover. Watch the Smallville episodes featuring
Watch
Flash.
the Legends of Tomorrow Flash. There are none.
I think there's one.
It's the pilot. And it's the scenes that didn't make it into the show, because originally when they marketed that thing, like Green Arrow and Flash were like shown fighting with the Legends against like a giant toy robot or whatever, and that never made it into the show.
Number 17 is familiarize yourself with the actors that have voiced the Flash. You can also memorize the side actors and actresses that are
Flash
in the Flash
merchandise. Yeah. Cosplay.
DC Comics who's writing this article.
JD, you clearly don't like the Flash because it says you have to cosplay.
You have to, yeah.
You didn't even dress up for Halloween. Where's your Flash cosplay?
It demands you to. It says if you're going,
I got to change my username then. I will be
local
comic JD.
Write fan fiction and draw fan art. Where's your fan fiction, JD?
It's JD. On there. It's 2 terabytes on Google Docs.
Collect Lego Flash sets.
Mm-hmm.
Purchase Flash Funko Pops and go broke. It doesn't say that.
I own an Ezra Miller Flash Funko Pop.
And then the last step, 23, the most important step.
Oh my God.
Play Flash video games.
What video game?
It's just the Lego DC.
He appeared in the Lego DC video game.
I will say, there is nothing better in the Lego Batman 2 game than running around the city as the Flash.
So there you go. That's how you be a Flash fan. Anyways, Robin came out and it was pretty good.
Oh my God, this podcast is so off the rails.
I enjoyed Robin. I'm gonna keep reading it. I like the tournament arc is very long. We're on issue 7. It's still going, but I'm loving it.
Did you like the reveal with Mother Soul?
Odd, very odd reveal. Do you want us to say, JD?
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm tired.
Mother Soul is Rajah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think her name.
That's my Halloween costume.
Mother Soul is Rule Al Ghul, I think her name was, and she is Ra's al Ghul's mother. Yeah. So great
grandma Al Ghul,
great grandmother of Damien.
Liam Neeson's mom.
Liam Neeson's. I wonder if she looks like her. Let's find out.
I have a very particular set of Lazarus pits.
Liam Neeson's.
That's the one thing when I watch Batman Begins when Liam Neeson is like revealed to be Ra's al Ghul at the end. I'm like, forgot about that.
Not really. Catherine Brown.
I won't kill you, but I also don't have to save you. Jumps out of the train.
And that's a hero story.
Oh no! It's not.
No one gives a fuck about Task Force
Z. Yeah, okay. Sean, you can talk about Task Force Z.
All right, time for me to get ready for bed.
See you guys.
Crazy Quilt shows up.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm back.
They chased Man Bat is chasing down Crazy Quilt. Crazy Quilt's running, and it's like, oh my God, it's a zombie Man Bat. And
okay.
So the reveal is that the Lazarus resin I mentioned in Suicide Squad last week, that is how they're bringing the zombies back.
Okay.
And like,
but they're not fully. It's kind of like Injustice, where they put Alfred in the Lazarus pit and he's not fully there.
Yeah.
He's not like Ra's al Ghul, where it's like, I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, and so it's just, so they go after Crazy Quilt in the beginning. Then they reveal more like the facility that Red Hood's in. They show Jason in the shower naked.
Starfire? Her personality rubbed off on him. I think he actually showers quite a bit in the comics.
Some doctor shows up just watching him, and he's like, were you just watching me? She goes, no, I was purely interested in the fact that you were exposed to whatever chemical, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, okay, so we're reading this now.
What are you looking for, Hunter?
I'm looking for an issue where Jason's showering.
That is.
I swear that happens a lot.
That is Red Hood and the Outlaws New 52 number 13.
I swear, if you're right, that's a weird
because it's around the death of the death of family tie-ins, because that's when he starts seeing Isabel, the airplane assistant, and like he's in the shower when she gets dosed by the Joker with like heroin or something.
I think I found a different one. Oh God, this is hard to read with gloves.
If I'm right, Harper, better than your Iron Man knowledge recalling issues. No, it's not.
I'm not. I'm doing the one. I think it's Red Hood and Arsenal number 1.
Oh no, it's number 2 with that. Yes. Oh my God, it happens more than once. That's right.
Are you serious? I'm gonna grab number 2 because it doesn't look like it was number 1.
It's number 2 because that's when Arsenal lights him on fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the DC universe out and ready. Sorry, better than your print.
I can't do this. I'm wearing gloves here.
Oh my God, the 9.8's gone by that raised webbing.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Number
First
2.
appearance of Jason showering.
Number 2.
What? You pulled that up way too fast.
I kid you not. I just typed in Red Hood. First issue that shows up.
Oh, it's the first page too. Yeah. I cannot turn this with these gloves on. How does Peter Parker
Crinkles the fuck out of the page.
That 9.8 is gone.
Making my eye twitch.
Come on, I almost. Dang it! Should I use my?
Take off
No,
the gloves.
I can't. I have to take the whole suit off. There it is.
Did you get cast as a backup? In
oh no, it's number.
No, it's number 2. There it is. He gets lit on fire.
Yeah, it's number 2. But for the one I was thinking of, it's number 14.
Why are we talking?
Yeah, it's number 14 when he's showering again.
Oh, I can't get to the front page. I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess.
Oh, we were talking about this because in Task Force Z, Red Hood's in the shower again.
Oh, there it is.
Red Hood is fun fact. Red Hood has only showered 3 times in his life.
Yeah, that's why
so
we know.
Who showers more in comics, Red Hood or Kingpin?
I want to say Kingpin,
but yeah, no. So the issue is literally just Red Hood leads zombies. I don't have much to say on it. They go after Mr. Freeze, and it ends with Mr. Freeze. Jason cracks open his mask. All the Freon or whatever it is explodes, freezes Jason solid as the zombies start inching closer to eat him. So like, zombies on a squad. Who saw that going wrong?
I might pick it up. I like the idea. And Mr. Bloom's in it. I like Mr. Bloom.
Wait, he's not a zombie though.
He's like, I knew it. Yeah, he is alive. Yeah,
he's alive. He's like, well, actually, I'm not a zombie. I'm. It's like, okay.
That's kind of how I picture him talking.
Amanda Waller's like, yeah, okay, put him on the team. He's like, I'm not a zombie though.
Yeah, no, but like the thing is, yeah, he might be dead now though after the Frozen thing. But like the what was it? I'm blanking right now. Oh, like last week you were saying you're like, oh, watching Titans, you're probably like, can I just get like another Red Hood story? Like, and the Red Hood story I got is him leading zombies. I bought a bunch of Red Hood face masks because I needed new ones. So I have this one that says I don't want to talk to people.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and like a coworker asked me about. They're like, oh, so this character Red Hood, like, what are they doing now? I'm like, leading a team of zombies. And they're like, because comics. Okay.
You ever try to describe comics to someone that like you're like, they're not nerdy, it's like super cool when he like leads a team of zombies, and I'm like, oh god,
yeah, because I explained to the person, I'm like, yeah, you know, he gets killed by the Joker, he comes back and he's upset with Batman because he didn't kill the Joker, and they're like, okay, what's he doing now? I go, leading a team of zombies.
That's better. Hey, at least he's doing something. You can't say that about a lot of DC characters.
Kyle Rayner.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Hal Jordan. What's Hal? But Hal's a vampire. That's right.
Well, that's not canon though. That's not
DC
canon.
versus Vampires came out today, and I was like, do I pick this up? Flip to the back, saw Hal Jordan as a vampire, and went, okay, back on the show.
Yeah, that's fair.
I also knew that if I got that first issue because of my OCD and like need to complete things, I was gonna buy every issue, and that's a 12 issue commitment.
When one time I was at my comic shop in college, and I was
and you were like, Heroes in Crisis #1.
I was flipping through. Oh, speaking of OCD, I got all the variant covers on that one because they fucked up the first shipping, so then I had to get all the variants. But anyway, not the point. So I'm flipping through an issue like that's on the shelf. Like it was something like random fucking mini series. And I'm flipping through it as I'm waiting on the line. And the comic shop owner goes, "Hey, this isn't a library. You got to buy it."
Oh my God.
That's so awkward.
I'm like, oh, I was just flipping. I'm not actually reading it.
That's awkward.
It was so awkward. It was so uncomfortable.
And that's a hero story.
Thank fucking God. Holy shit.
We're going to let JD.
like an hour and 20.
Yeah, but fun fact, where JD is, it's 3 a.m.
It's true.
He was at Target at like 11.
I'm in Japan right now.
He is in Japan, yeah.
I actually took Japanese in high school for like a year.
No way, JD did too. See?
Yeah. Boku wa shongo riben desu.
What he said.
America jin desu.
All right, sign off the show in Japanese.
Yep.
I just know the only thing I retained was Hajime mashite. Boku, is it Dozo Yoroshiku? I think that's nice to meet you.
Yeah, why are you asking us?
Yeah, no. I know how to end this. My name's Jason Todd.